Hello?
Hello?
Can you hear me?
What is going on with you? Why are you so unhinged?
Why do you feel I'm unhinged, Keemstar?
I feel you're unhinged because
Hmm.
you get called out for
Oh,
not doing your work, being lazy, right?
okay.
You I look at when it really comes down to it, any
Okay.
content creator that's going to talk about a news story that doesn't do the research, that doesn't know what they're talking about, that's going to potentially put negative stuff out there about someone else's career, someone else's, another content creator. Uh, you have no respect to your fans and you have no respect to the community when you do that.
Have you ever gotten like a story wrong?
Absolutely. That doesn't mean
So,
I don't have respect. When I
Keem,
got those stories wrong, you know what I did?
you sure?
I
What'd you do?
corrected it. I deleted the
Okay.
original content. I uploaded an apology. All right. We got it
Okay.
wrong. You correct it right away. All right. You
Okay.
don't sit there and say, I got it wrong. But
Hmm.
when you made your response to getting this wrong, you were like, dude, they're overreacting. Salvo's
Yeah,
way overreacting. And
absolutely.
you made and you basically said everybody makes mistakes, guys. Everyone makes mistakes. Like,
Yeah.
what the fuck is that? Just be accountable. You made the mistake. Why are we
Keemstar.
talking about everybody? Why
Keemstar.
are we saying that Salvo is overreacting? You framed it, and
Because
so did the.
because he was overreacting. That's why.
You framed it. No,
Uh-huh.
you think he's
I
overreacting,
know he's
but you're
overreacting.
not trying to put yourself in his
Well,
position.
if I was in his
He's
position,
got
I wouldn't overreact to somebody getting something very small wrong.
Salvo
Yeah.
has this guy going online telling people that, I don't know if he was invited to show up or not.
Yeah.
You're negating the entire situation
No, I'm
by
not.
making it seem that Salvo was the instigator, okay? And that he went there looking for trouble, right? That's how you painted it. But that's not what this was. What this
Uh-huh.
was Salvo invited to go there to
Hmm.
talk shit to Noodles,
Hmm.
and Noodles was supposed to talk shit to them.
Okay. Well,
So when you frame
wait,
the
hold on. Okay, okay,
situation,
hold on. Really quick question. Really quick question, because I know that here's the story that I understand is that like they were doing a back and forth. He was like uninvited. Was he? Did he pay for a ticket?
no, he was one of the
So he
guests.
was like legitimately one of the. Okay. So I got that wrong, and then I admitted I got it wrong. But the framing of the entire thing doesn't completely fall apart. Salvo was there to troll, which was funny, and I said that, and he did his job. He had like half, what are they, like somebody bought like half the tickets just to try to not shut down the show, but just to try to like cause chaos. Salvo was part of that, and I'm not even criticizing him for it. But the framing is overall pretty much on par, and like that's it. That's the whole thing that we're having a meltdown about. Nobody's shitting on Salvo because like that got wrong. Everybody's on his side because I got
Salvo is a comedian. Salvo is a
okay,
comedian that was invited to go
okay,
there and have a fucking legitimate roast. And you
okay.
guys painted a fucking picture that guy went there starting trouble, right? They instigated Deaf Noodles. You gave Deaf Noodles so
I'm
many
oh
passes
so
that are
Keem
just not true. Not true. It isn't
Keem. I
true.
have a question for you. What did I specifically say about Salvo being there? What was it that I said?
You said that he went there instigating.
Incorrect. So you're
You
all no
said
no
that
no
you
no no.
were.
Hold on, stop because you've been talking a lot. Salvo put up on his own Twitter that what I said is, hey, I don't know if he was explicitly invited to be there or if he was basically responding to Def saying, anybody show up and I'll talk to them. So right off the bat, your framing is not correct. I never said he was.
Shouldn't you?
Hold on. You're coming at this situation as if I was like adamant about how he was just there to troll. He was there to instigate. He did Def Noodle so wrong. Never my perspective. My question was, I don't know if he was explicitly invited personally or if he responded to Def telling anybody to show up. Either way, even me saying that is justifying his existence there. And then, yeah, he showed up to troll. You admitted it. He's a comedian. Never said that was bad. So it's fine that, like, this is what I'm talking about when I say there's a disproportionate response. Your framing of what I said isn't even accurate to what I actually said. So if I did say that, Keem, you would be 100% in your right. But somewhere along the hold on, hold on.
Your response. Go ahead.
Yeah, somewhere along the line, this got misinterpreted. That's it. Again, the original framing wasn't he had no right to be there. I just didn't realize that he was explicitly on the card as Keemstar's employee, and I messed up. But
but that changes the entire
no,
situation.
but no, Keem. It doesn't. When the comparison is again, my original thought was he was either, I didn't know if he was explicitly invited or responding to anybody
Your
pull up.
fans
Hold on.
are so fucking dumb. Your fans are so dumb.
Why are
This
you
dude
talking
goes, "Oh, the
Why
because
are you
this
reading
dude
the
in
comments?
chat, which because this guy in the chat that's your fan is saying the
Okay.
Keem fans are here. Why? Because one of Papa Gut's own fans disagree with him. That's why the Keem fans are here.
Keem,
Shut
why,
the fuck
Keem,
up.
Keem, don't, who cares what people are saying in the chat? Like, I wouldn't even read the chat right now. I never read chat when I'm having discussions and stuff. It's not like a good thing to do, right? Whatever the fans are saying, whatever your fans are saying are no reflection on you. Whatever my fans are saying are no reflection on me, right?
You know, how can you have a platform where you care about victims? How can you really have a platform where you care about victims?
Okay.
Salvo went there. He was an invited fucking guest. He gets physically fucking assaulted.
Yeah.
You say, I don't know if he was invited or not. And da 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 da. Like, what the fuck is
hold
going
on,
on here?
hold on.
He was
Stop.
robbed of an opportunity of performing. He was assaulted. He had water thrown on him.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
He was attacked by another comedian because the other comedian's feelings got hurt. Like, what is going on?
Well,
We're upset that this lazy fucking commentary community won't do the fucking work to understand what they're talking about. That's why we're upset.
Keem, listen. Like
I know
said,
my name. You don't have to talk.
Your framing of this entire situation is not accurate. Again, I didn't say Salvo shut up and he's an asshole and he was fucking around. The question I asked was Salvo explicitly invited or was he responding to Def inviting any content creator to come? Either way, even in my original framing, Salvo's still justified to be there. So it's a slight mistake on the interpretation of what happened. It's not as big as you're trying to make it out to be. You're making it like a very black and white situation when my original perspective was like it wasn't there at all. It was closer to what you're saying now than it is to Dennis in general.
If I'm a Papa Gut fan, I gotta be sitting there asking myself, like, dude, why is my sub box spammed with all these videos when this guy doesn't even know what he's talking about? Like, this guy doesn't even like me. He doesn't respect me. As a Papa Gut fan, I don't feel respected. I have seen you so many times do the work, do the detective work, and get down to the bottom of the things. Why are you fucking becoming so goddamn lazy?
It wasn't a huge mess up. Again, my perspective
it is to Salvo. He got assaulted.
No, you're right. He did. When did I say that Salvo never got assaulted and that was justifiable? You want to know what? Hold on. Actually, let me say one thing. Actually, this is in your defense. Let me just say one thing. Actually, you know what? I didn't even think about this before. In Moist Critical's original video, he framed it as Salvo kind of just showed up and then like he was basically again what he asked for when it came to Dennis pushing him. Me aligning with that perspective is 100% wrong. If that's why you're upset, that's totally justifiable. But like in my like reaction to the actual, because I don't think anybody watched like the reaction on my main channel, obviously, because it was like 2 hours long. It was watching something that you guys already watched. In that, I'm like, yeah, he assaulted him, and if he gets sued, he gets sued. So if that's what we're riding here, if we're riding like the energy of the Moist Critical fuck up in the first time, totally understandable and justifiable. Yeah, Salvo got pushed and he got like assaulted. He could, if he wants to sue, do whatever he wants. So I apologize for that.
I am not heated or pressed because you messed the story up. All right. Okay. Because I knew that you would correct it. All right.
Oh well, I appreciate you thinking that much of me. I do. Thank you, Keemstar.
And you did, but then. Dude, your correction and your accountability of being lazy on this story, all right, was then followed up by, well, it's not a big deal and everybody messes up. Bro, you think I can do that? You think if I get a story wrong, anyone's going to go fucking light on me? No, they're going to go my throat. And if you think for a minute, I can get away with saying, hey, guys, everybody makes mistakes like da-da-da-da. Fuck no. You'd be all
it wasn't
over my
that big of a,
throat,
it wasn't.
I want some real accountability. I don't want to hear some fucking
what does that look like to you? What does it look like to you?
I know for you that you would be fucking down my throat if I messed something like this.
Incorrect. I don't think that's true at all. We have like a back and forth. I would say I'm pretty charitable to you. And also you haven't done like YouTube content in a while, so I guess we can't even test that out. Like I know you're on Snapchat and whatnot, so it's like not like you really been in the. Okay, let's
get to the real deal. All right, so this pretentious attitude of you, where you think that you're better than everyone, right?
Okay.
I put out a tweet and I say, look, commentary has been very fucking lazy. All right.
Yeah.
People are not doing research. They're giving reactions on subjects that they're not even putting any work into figuring out what is going on. I go, these type of people don't respect their fans or something like that.
Yeah.
And you responded by saying, that I'm fucking what did you say, virtue signaling or
what
whatever?
what I said is that what I said was that you don't have the moral authority to be correcting the commentary community as somebody who deplatformed. Hold on, let me finish it. Let me finish the sentence.
I love that.
As somebody who canceled a 19-year-old for talking to a 17-year-old. And so my argument here is like you're having this incredible disproportionate response for something I did that was wrong, wasn't nearly on par with what you did.
Dude,
you still have an apology.
Awesome.
No,
it's so awesome that you keep lying to your audience about that.
What do you mean? What am I lying about? You double down on it and you say that we didn't know the ages. Okay, what is
this
we
is
gonna
what we're gonna do. All right. Okay. I will financially help you get the lawyers. All right. We will go to court. The 5 or 6 times that you said that I tried to cancel Carson, you're gonna have to back that up in a court of law. Let's go to court, Papa. I am so sick of the manipulation and all the dumb shit you do with this. I interviewed someone. It was their story. This is not.
I know,
my story,
but you didn't get the ages. But you didn't get the ages down, and you still went off with it, and that was really irresponsible of you.
Interview.
No, you can't. You don't get to not do the research. Then you need to figure it out. Do your research. Then you should do your research. There's nothing to go to court for. All right,
we're going to go to court.
I don't know what to tell you.
I'm so sick of you manipulating your audience.
I'm not manipulating my audience, Keem.
Framing this situation that Keemstar exposed Carson when I literally, it's not my story.
You should have done you should have done the research. You should have done the research.
That's what an interview is.
Okay, then why didn't you ask the ages then?
We'll go to court. We'll find out in court.
Okay, we're not going to court.
We are, Papa. I'm so sick of you doing this,
bro. I'm not doing anything wrong. At this point, you're threatening. I'm not lying. Oh my god.
You're using your audience like a fucking.
You're threatening. You're threatening court. You're threatening court on me right now because bro.
I will financially help you defend yourself.
I'm not going to court with you, Keem. We're not going to court.
Proven wrong in front of a
nothing to prove
judge
wrong.
And jury.
Keem,
I will financially help you fight me in court.
Keem, you
I'm that good of a guy. But when I win, you're not going to be able to lie about me anymore. You're not going to be.
You didn't do the research on that topic. I don't know what to tell you, bro.
When you get called out for getting something wrong, you can't make up some lie that Keemstar canceled fucking Carson.
Keemstar, you acted irresponsibly by not getting all the information.
From now on,
that's what you did.
Say from now on that Keemstar interviewed someone with their story,
and you didn't get all the information down.
With Carson, well, that's an interview. That's what research is.
Yeah, but you didn't. Why didn't you get their? Why didn't you get their ages? Why didn't you get their ages before you? Why didn't you just get their ages before you released it?
And if you care,
you're the fact that you're not answering the question.
If you care about victims, like you like to fucking say on this stream, if you really care about victims, then one, why did you attack Deaf Noodle's employee when she came out with her story?
I didn't attack Deaf Noodle's employee.
You don't care about victims. Why is she calling you out on Instagram right now? Why did you not defend Solva? Why did you not do the work and defend Salvo?
Keemstar, I already said it live that Salvo was assaulted. So what you're saying is disingenuous. Keem, it's unfortunate that you came on here with the intention of just trying to like throw a bunch of shit out there instead of have like a real conversation. I don't know.
No, it's all these things. It's all these.
It's not all these things.
I want to have a conversation in court. I want you to say in a court of law, Keemstar made an exposed video. Keemstar tried to cancel Carson.
Well, I'm not going to court with you, Keem.
Because you can't back it up in a court of law where facts actually matter.
What I'm saying is you didn't do your research, and it's hypocritical for you to tell me yes.
I got you saying it 5 times. Don't spin. Don't spin. When we go to court, you're not going to be able to spin, Papa. You can't spin. Okay. You have to prove what you're saying.
We're not going to court. So okay.
No, I want to go to court. I'm so sick of you manipulating.
I'm not manipulating anything.
Narratives.
I'm not manipulating any narrative.
I did this.
I'm saying that you didn't. You
said I did.
You didn't get. You didn't do your research. That's it. You didn't do the research for it.
I know you don't have the finances.
And it happened. And it happened. I'm not going to quote you.
Financially help you. I will.
You didn't do the research. You didn't do the research, and you got the kid. And you got the kid canceled because you're the biggest voice talking about it. And it's unfortunate.
Prove what you're saying.
I'm saying right now that you didn't do the research. You didn't get the ages that should have been very easy to get.
Dude, is an interview research? Research?
I don't know what to tell you at this point because
you don't know what to tell. Don't change the
subject. You have a different.
Stop running away, Papa! Stop running away. Slippery Papa Gut wants to run.
Okay.
Is an interview research? Answer the question, Papa Gut. No more running. Is it research?
You need to do more than just an interview. You need to do the full research. You didn't get the ages right. That's That's your fuck up.
Running away,
and you have a
running
difference.
away
You have a
again.
different. You
Answer
have
the question.
You have.
Is an
I
interview
just
research.
answered. I just answered your
Is
question.
an interview research.
It's really
Answering.
ironic. It's just funny that you have a
Oh
different,
my
you have a very
God.
double standard
Oh
when
my
it comes
God.
to different people.
Dude, it's just nonstop manipulation. Can you
Okay.
please talk
Keem-
like an adult?
here's
and
what
answer
I'll-
a
here's what
question?
I'll say.
It's an interview research.
Keemstar, you didn't do your due diligence, and that kid got canceled. So
You're still
I'm gonna
not
tell you.
answering the question, Papa.
Okay.
You're not answering the question, Papa. What is an
Okay.
interview? What is an interview, Papa?
Keemstar.
What is it, Papa? Answer the question, Papa. Or spin. Look at you. Look at you.
I think at this point, it's abundantly clear that this is just like a falling out between the two of us. And I don't think it's going to be productive to continue with this interaction between the two of us. I came into this just trying to have like a real conversation. You came in here with a bunch of different shit. It's unfortunate. I'm not spinning anything. If you're going to keep yelling, then there's really no point to having a conversation with you. So if you're going to keep yelling, we could just end it here.
I'm going to say it real low. What is an interview? What is
Keemstar. Keemstar, an interview is one aspect of research that you do for a
There
topic.
we go. There we go.
It is one
It
is one aspect of
There we go.
Keemstar. It is one aspect.
There we go.
The
So
baseline.
go to
What the
court
hold? I'm
and
not going to court.
prove that I didn't do the research. Go to court and prove that this was my story.
Why-
My allegations. You can't.
Why didn't you just
Stop.
ask the ages? Why didn't you just ask what ages the both of them were?
Apologize for lying and manipulating your audience.
I don't lie and manipulate my audience. Why didn't
prove
you
it
just?
in
Why
court.
didn't you just ask the
Then
ages?
prove
That's
it in
your
court.
fuck up. I don't know what you want me to tell
You're
you.
still talking about ages. Prove it in court. Prove it in
Wha-
court. That
what?
this
That
is
the
my
other-
exposed. That I exposed Carson. That this was
Keem,
my story.
If you're saying did you do it
do
on
it.
purpose, I doubt you did it on purpose. But you
No,
still
you're
messed up.
spinning. You're
I'm not spinning. I don't know what to
We're
tell
on the
you, man. You
teacups at Disneyland. We're on the teacups at Disneyland. You keep telling your
Okay.
audience that this was my allegation, that I tried to
I
expose.
wasn't your allegate Keemstar. You didn't do the due diligence and you didn't do the research on the topic. And I don't know why you're so afraid of
Keemstar
it. This is what
literally
I find it.
interviewed
I
someone
find
else.
it.
It's not my
I
story.
find it ironic that you want me to take accountability for this issue that isn't even nearly on par with the issue that you fucked up on.
lying.
These are completely disanalogous situations. What you did to Carson by not doing the research and still reporting on that story.
I didn't
is
do
much,
anything to Carson.
Well, you didn't. You didn't do the
interviewed
research.
somebody.
Okay. I mean, okay.
I interviewed
Is there
somebody.
anything else you want to talk about?
I
Did you-
interviewed
do
someone.
you want to
It's
talk
not my
about?
story, Papa?
Okay.
It is not my story. I interviewed.
Okay,
someone
and you
else.
should have got
It's
the
their
ages
story,
down
their
before reporting it.
allegation.
You should have got the ages down before you moved on, man. I don't
We've
know what
already
else to tell
been
you.
through this. Just defend your claims that you say publicly on TikTok, which we have the TikToks multiple times in streams. Our other debate, defend those in a court of law.
I'm not going to go to court with you,
and
Keemstar.
yes, you have to prove that you are telling the truth by facts, no spinning,
Okay.
Papa.
Is there anything else that you want to talk about?
Yeah, I want to get Salvo pancakes in here because he
I'm not
wants
going to
to
talk to Salvo. Is there anything else that you want to talk about?
You don't want to get Salvo in here. That's interesting.
It's not.
The guy
Yeah.
that you've wronged recently. You
Okay.
don't want to talk to him.
I've already explicitly said the reason why, and you know why. It's because he continuously talks shit about my wife, and that's it. And I know that my understanding is that you've been like, hey, Salvo, you got to tone it down with that. So you know I set that boundary, so I'm not going to have a conversation with him. Is there anything else that you would like to talk about, though?
So you're scared of confronting the person that you wronged.
Okay. Is there anything else that you want to talk about before we end this interaction?
I know, dude. He won't answer a single question. He's such a clown.
Is there?
He keeps spinning, bro. I swear to God.
Is there
That's
anything
why I want
else?
to go to court. When
We're not
you
going to
lose
court.
in
Is
court,
there
I'm
anything?
going to laugh at you.
Is there anything
and
else?
all of your. No, we're going to go to court. I
not
want
going
you
to
to
court
prove
there.
the things that you're saying in front of a court of law where you can't.
Keem,
spin,
is
where
there
you can't manipulate.
is there anything
You're
else
a
that you want to talk
giant-
about?
You're a giant manipulator.
Okay,
All right.
well,
This
then- okay.
accountability of you getting a
Sure.
story wrong, you instantly said everybly makes mistakes, bro. We're not
Okay.
talking about.
Is
it.
there
We're talking
anything
about
else that
talking
you
about
wanna
the
talk about?
situation. Then you went on to say Keemstar tried to expose Carson.
Okay. Is there
I
anything else that
interviewed
you want to
someone.
talk about?
These are not my allegations.
Okay, Keemstar. They're not your
I
allegations.
interviewed
You just didn't do the right research. Is there anything else you want to talk about?
I want to. Why are you going after Def Noodle's ex-employee? You know,
I'm not going
you're
after
supposed to be
ex-employee.
about truth. You're supposed to be about people coming
Sure.
out and telling their truth. And you basically said something along the lines, according to her, I didn't see what you actually said. But
Wait.
according to her-
Wait. Then why didn't you watch what I said before we talked? You're talking about doing.
I'm
You're talking about doing. You're
referencing-
talking about
I'm
doing
referencing
research.
What she said. I'm
Okay.
referencing what she said.
What did she say?
All right. This is the research. She put out a post basically saying, and I'm gonna 1 minute.
Okay.
Good morning. I made a story time about my horrible work trip experience,
You know?
and I had this guy, and it's a picture of you, Papa Gut, who made a whole video saying I ruined my career and I won't be able to work with creators again because I spoke up about it
Okay.
and I should have stayed quiet. Love the
Sure.
internet.
So, can I explain what I said in the video? What I said in the video was that like Dennis fucked her over in that situation. Do you know what happened specifically? What happened? They went to a Burning Man, and she was hired to like record, and he didn't prepare for it. His license was expired, which was shitty, and he still drove the car. He was driving around like lost. He was being very irresponsible, right? What I said was that she's in the right, but this could hurt your potential with getting. This isn't like a horrible, terrible thing, like he did the worst thing in the world, like type of an allegation that you would expose somebody for. It's going to hurt her chances of working with other creators because like you're going off on something that, in my opinion, wasn't a massive deal. If you disagree,
so
that's fine.
You thought this would be a great time to just attack the employee for coming
No,
out
not
and
at all.
explaining that she
This
had a
is I
horrible-
listen, Keemstar. I'm just doing
horrible
content. I'm
experience.
doing my unbiased content. You can disagree if you'd like. That's perfectly fine. But I'm not attacking victims or anything.
Yeah,
So
I think that's
yeah.
crazy. Because
Okay.
don't you like defend
mean,
victims and stuff? That's
Yeah,
not your
well,
thing.
she's not a victim of sexual assault, so like it's not nearly the same thing. But like I said, like it wasn't this. Like I'm just saying that it would hurt her chances with working with
Kinda
somebody in the
crazy.
future. Yeah.
So within like a couple days, Salvo, the victim, gets
Yeah.
attacked by Papa Gut, and this girl, who's allegedly a victim in this scenario, she gets attacked by Papa Gut.
Okay.
Like, shouldn't you start defending victims instead of attacking them?
I think that each individual story relies on or calls for a different attitude or just different attention based on the severity of what happens. Like I said, Keemstar, when Salvo
in
went
many
there,
scenarios in the past,
when Salvo went there, he got pushed and he was a victim of assault. I've said that in my video already. This girl is, I guess you could call her a victim of Deaf Doodles being a shitty boss, but the only thing I was saying was that it can make it more difficult for her to get a job with another content creator because she's talking about these things that aren't this massive deal that everybody wants to make it out to be. Everybody hates Dennis, rightfully so, but we're in a situation where anything that Dennis does, everyone's going to be as bad faith as possible, understandably, but to the point where like you can't even have a reasonable, unbiased perspective on a particular instance because like everybody has a lot of negative attention towards Steph. I understand why people disagree. I think that's totally reasonable, totally fine. Like my comments are saying that they don't like my take. That's fine. I have no problem with that. But that doesn't mean that I'm not somebody who like tries to stand up for victims. So
yeah, I don't know.
Okay.
I don't know. I feel like, you've been acting strange.
Okay.
Yeah, Salvo has something to say to you. Go ahead.
Well, that's the end of that conversation then. Okay. Unfortunate. Unfortunate. Like I said, I'm not talking to Salvo. I don't know what to tell you. I've been pretty explicit about like the constant disrespect to my wife. If he wanted to have like a dialogue with me, he wouldn't do that. I don't know what to tell you, man. Like it is what it is. I guess Keem's burning the bridge. Thank you so much for watching, guys, and another special shout out to all my Patreon and Twitch subs. If you'd like to support this channel further than you already have by just watching the video alone, go down in the links below where you can sub on my Patreon, which will allow you to get your name on this beautiful black wall. Or you can go to the Twitch page and you can actually use a free Amazon Prime sub, if you have Amazon Prime, to subscribe. Thank you very much, guys. Take care.